Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back to our chemistry class. SS2 First Time Week 2, prepared by Abdul Adar Hamza. Our today's class is hydrogen. Hydrogen is the first element in the periodic table, having atomic number of 1 with 1 electron. It is placed in group 1, floating among the metal on the periodic table. So hydrogen is placed in group 1 because it has only 1 electron in its shell, or in the outermost shell. It has only 1 shell. So the first shell, that is K shell, it has only 2 electrons. So hydrogen, it has only 1 electron, and it's only in its shell, so it can be placed in group 1. And some scientists said hydrogen can also place in group 7 because it can lose its only electron to form -1, and the group 7 can lose it can accept 1 electron to form -1. So all the group 7 ion can accept 1 electron to become octet, that is to fill its outermost electron. So it can also place in the group 7. So it can also place in group 4 because it half filled. Half of its shell is filled. So that is the uniqueness of hydrogen. It can lose the electron to become hydrogen plus, and it can gain electron to become hydrogen minus. So hydrogen has 3 isotopes as indicated below. So the element hydrogen has 3 isotopes. The isotopes are hydrogen 1, we have deuterium and tritium. So the first isotopes is symbolized as H, with the number of proton 1, number of neutron is 0, and the number of electron is 1. So in the nucleus of each element, there are hidden something, or they are hidden what we call it. In the nucleus of each element, we have neutron and proton. So is the proton is positively charged, where electron is negatively charged, and the neutron is neutral. So is the proton that is attracting the electron of every element inside the nucleus. So that is why Bohr says electrons are constantly around the nucleus of the element. So the electron of each element is attracted toward the nucleus because there is proton inside the nucleus. So For the first isotopes of hydrogen, in the inside it is nucleus, there is no neutron. So for deuterium has one electron number, but it has two mass number. The mass number is number of proton and neutron, and the proton and the neutron. So deuterium has one electron, one neutron, and one electron. For tritium also have one proton, two neutron, and one electron. Methods of preparation of hydrogen. When mineral acids react with any of the moderate metal, for example zinc react with HCl to give zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. This is one of the methods of preparing hydrogen. So methane react with steam to liberate carbon dioxide in two reactions. So methane react with steam, that is the water in gaseous form. It will give carbon dioxide plus hydrogen gas. The carbon dioxide react with steam also to give carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. So carbon dioxide can also react with steam to give carbon 2 oxide. Carbon 2 oxide can also react with steam to give carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. So methanol and steam in the presence of copper as a catalyst at a temperature of 250 degrees Celsius. It can react with water, it can react with steam to give carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. It is produced industrially by electrolysis of brine solution. So in the industry, they normally produce hydrogen by electrolysis of brine solution. So what is the features we see? What is the features of identifying hydrogen? So physically, when we see hydrogen, it's colorless, odorless gas. The gas is colorless. It is water-like in color, and it does not have any odor, and it is gas. So hydrogen has no action on dark blue or red litmus paper. So when we test the hydrogen, when we insert litmus paper, either white or red, it does not have any effect in the hydrogen. So hydrogen, it is insoluble in water. When we react hydrogen in water, when we react it with water, it will not dissolve. Hydrogen, it is non-poisonous. I can see Okay, so it is burned with pale blue flame and does not support combustion. So that is hydrogen. Chemical property. It undergoes combustion in the presence of oxygen and good reducing agent. So hydrogen can combust in the presence of oxygen. It can also act as a good reducing agent. So hydrogen plus oxygen, it give water. When hydrogen react with oxygen, it give water. So reaction with nitrogen to produce ammonia. It can also react with with nitrogen metal or nitrogen metal to give ammonia. So hydrogen react with all reactive metal oxide. It can react with all reactive metals oxide. Mostly the most the all reactive metals, when it react with oxygen, hydrogen, it will react. For example, copper and lead and iron, liberating the metal. So mostly copper and lead are all reactive. So also iron to oxide is all reactive. But when it react with hydrogen, it will it will it when you react it with hydrogen, it will react copper oxide, where it will react with hydrogen to give copper solid plus water. So how can we test hydrogen? Hydrogen extinguish a lighting split with a pop sound. So that is the end of today's class. Okay, I'm sorry. So let's see the uses. So hydrogen employed in the extraction of metal. Is hydrogen used in the extraction of metal, in the production of fertilizer? As we see, hydrogen, it can react with nitrogen to produce ammonia. So ammonia is the basic ingredient in the production of fertilizer and other valuable chemicals. So hydrogenation process oil of fat on saturation to saturation in organic acid. So these are the uses of hydrogen. So this is the end of today's class. We shall meet in the next class by God grace. Thank you for listening.